Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Before starting this lesson, make sure you check the description to download a useful document regarding today's lesson, which is adverbs. Adverbs in Arabic are called ظروف. These are nouns used to indicate the time or location of an event. For example, I put the book over the desk. The noun over is an adverb. An adverb in Arabic is called ظرف, and its plural is ظروف. Based on time and location, ظروف are divided into two types. Number one, ظروف الزمان, meaning the adverbs of time. And number two, ظروف المكان, meaning the adverbs of place. In this lesson, we will learn about ظروف المكان, meaning the adverbs of place. Before that, let's know the characteristics of adverbs. Number one, these are usually in accusative case, يعني منصوب. Number two, these can never be used as subject, يعني مبتدأ, even if the sentence starts with them. Number three, these appear as possessed, يعني مضاف, when indicating a specific location or time. And number four, these can shift to genitive case when preceded with a preposition, that is حرف جر. But there are some exceptions and certain ruling for that, which I cannot explain in this lesson, and I'll explain this in future lessons, inshallah. Now let's understand how adverbs work in Arabic with an example. Let's take an adverb فوق, which is mansoob, indicated by fathah on its ending letter, and its meaning is above or over. If I had to say the pen is over the book, in Arabic I say القلم فوق الكتاب, where فوق serves as mudaf and al-kitab is mudaf ilayh, which causes it to be majroor, and its meaning is over the book. Such construction containing an adverb as mudaf followed by mudaf ilayh is referred to as shibhu jumlah, which means a phrase, and in Arabic there are two types of shibhu jumlah. Number one, الظرفية, يعني an adverbial phrase, and number two, جار ومجرور, يعني a prepositional phrase. And both of these can never be used as مبتدأ. Okay? Now let's explore some of the adverbs. Number one, أمام, meaning in front. For example, الحديقة أمام البيت, the garden is in front of the house. Number two, خلف, meaning behind. For example, المدرسة خلف المسجد, the school is behind the masjid. Number three, فوق, meaning over or above. For example, القلم فوق الكتاب, the pen is over the book. Number four, تحت, meaning under or beneath. For example, السيارة تحت الشجرة, the car is under the tree. Number five, يمين, meaning the right direction. For example, السوق يمينك, the market is on your right. Number six, يسار, meaning the left direction. For example, المكتبة يسارك, meaning the library is on your left. Number seven, بين, meaning between. For example, القمر بين السحاب, meaning the moon is between the clouds. Number eight, وسط, meaning midst or center. For example, اللاعب وسط الملعب, meaning the player is at the center of the playground. Number 9. داخل, meaning inside. For example, القلم داخل الحقيبة, meaning the pen is inside the bag. And number 10, خارج, meaning outside. For example, محمد خارج البيت, Muhammad is outside the house. Now, the point is, when the location is not specified, the adverbs are used as follows. For example, if I had to say, he is outside, where I don't say he is outside the house, I don't specify the location. I just say, he is outside. In Arabic, I say, huwa fil kharij. Likewise, Muhammad is outside in Arabic is Muhammadun fil kharij. The market is on the right. As-suqu fil yamin. The library is on the left. Al-maktabatu fil yasar. So what we understand with this is that when indicating a specific location, the adverbs appear in possessive construction as mudaf, as in Muhammadun kharij al-bayt. Muhammad is outside the house. And when the location is not specified, the adverbs are preceded by the preposition fi, as in Muhammadun fil kharij, meaning Muhammad is outside, where the adverb kharij is prefixed with al. Finally, before wrapping up this lesson, let's have a look at a couple of examples from the Quran, taking an ayah from Surah Al-A'raf, verse 17. ثم لآتينهم من بين أيديهم ومن خلفهم وعن أيمانهم وعن شمائلهم ولا تجد أكثرهم شاكرين. Here we have an interesting term to learn, which is من بين أيديهم. Let's understand this in depth. Yadun in Arabic means hand. Yadani means two hands, and its plural is aydin, which means hands. I have explained this already in the lesson in which I explained mudaf wa mudaf ilayh, that when a dual noun or a sound plural comes as mudaf, its ending letter noon is dropped. I have put the link of the lesson in the description if anyone wants to learn more. So, if I have to say my hand, the noon will be dropped and it becomes yadaya. Likewise, his hands will be yadahu. I don't say my two hands, intending that everyone has two hands only. I hope that won't cause any confusion. And when I have to say their hands, I know there are more than two hands because the possessor is plural. So I say aydihim. Okay? Now, yadani, meaning two hands, is marfu', indicated by alif. And when a harfu jar precedes it, let's say fi, and we say fi yadaini, what happens here is that the letter alif is replaced with ya, indicating the genitive case, which I have explained already, and the link of the lesson explaining the genitive case is in the description. So, fi yadaini means in two hands. And if we make yadaini mudaf, its ending noon will be dropped, as in fi yadayka, meaning in your hands, referring to two hands. Likewise, when a dual noun comes as mudaf ilayh, taking the same noun, yadani, meaning two hands, and it is preceded by an adverb, let's take bayna, which we are focusing on this time. It becomes bayna yadayni, meaning between two hands. And when yadaini is mudaf, the noon is dropped and becomes bayna yadayka, meaning between your two hands. Now, bayna yadaini is an idiom, and it means in front of or near or before. For example, بين يديه means before him or in front of him. بين يديك means before you or in front of you. And بين يديها means in front of her. So بين أيديهم means in front of them or before them. And when min precedes it, it becomes min بين أيديهم, meaning from their front, where أيدٍ means hands and hum is an attached pronoun which means them. So min بين أيديهم means from their front. Okay? Then we have min خلفهم, which is simple. خلفهم means behind them, and min خلفهم means from behind them. Then we have عن أيمانهم. أيمان is plural of يمين, which means right, يعني the right direction of an individual. So عن أيمانهم means from their right. And شمائل is the plural of شمال, which means left. So عن شمائلهم means from their left. Now let's have a look at the translation of the whole ayah. Then I will come to them from before them and behind them, from their right and from their left, and you will not find most of them as thankful ones. Now let's take one more example, which is from Surah Al-An'am verse 18. وَهُوَ الْقَاهِرُ فَوْقَ عِبَادِهِ وَهُوَ الْحَكِيمُ الْخَبِيرُ. Here the adverb فوق is mansub as it has no harfu jar preceding it, unlike the previous example. Then we have عباده, which actually is عباده, meaning his slaves or servants, which is plural of abd, meaning a slave or servant. For example, Abdullah means slave of Allah. Ibad is majroor because it is mudaf ilayh. Now let's have a look at the translation of the whole ayah. And he is irresistible above his slaves, and he is all-wise, well acquainted with all things. Alhamdulillah, that's it from this lesson. If you learned something from this lesson, consider supporting my channel by subscribing, liking and sharing this to others. Until next lesson, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.